Everybody knows how easy it is to manipulate body shapes in Photoshop. That's what it's so notorious for, particularly the Liquify tool. But now Adobe have gone one step further. It's so much simpler to manipulate video and change body shapes while they're moving. Come and have a look. I've gone to open in Photoshop because I'm going to import the video in. So file and open as one normally does, and I'll click on open to open up the video. Now I've got a piece of video of me talking. If I just scrub the timeline, you can see just a talking head, direct to camera. And I'm showing the timeline at the bottom. So to find that, if you go to the window menu, you'll find timeline at the bottom. And then opening up the layers panel, I've got my video in the layers. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to go to filter, and I'm going to convert for smart filters. That's a good thing to do whether you're working with video or straight normal layers. Now that I've done that, if I go to filter and Liquify, the new features that they've added into the latest version of Photoshop is this little button near the bottom, and it's called the face tool, and it identifies faces. You can see that it's found my face in here. Now on the right hand side, we've then got face aware Liquify options, and I can click in there and it identifies the eyes, nose, mouth and face shape. Likewise, when you actually roll over it, you can see how it's actually finding those features on my face. Now what I'd like to do here is I'm going to go along to my mouth and I'm going to pull my upper lip in, I'm going to pull my lower lip in, the sort of thing that one could do normally in Liquify. I'm going to pull the side of my mouth in as well to make my mouth a whole lot smaller. And I might adjust my nose as well and pull it down a bit. I'm going to go to my eyes. You can click and you can move them around, but I'm going to go along and make them a lot larger, a little bit over the top. Once I've done that, I click OK, and it will now have affected the entire video. The next thing to do, of course, is to finally render it out as video, and we can do that by going along to File, down to Export and Render Video. So looking at the final pieces, on the left hand side I've got the original video, on the right hand side is the liquefied video, and you can see that my eyes are slightly bigger on the right and my mouth is slightly smaller. If we press play now, you can see that tracks as we go along. It follows my eyes, it follows my mouth as my head moves around. Even with my head moving slightly sideways, it still follows it. It's not perfect, but for such a small amount of work, it's really very, very good.